Hello, singing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Miki here, your friendly neighborhood singing coach. And I'm in my pajamas. I just got a new kind of silky, lightweight set from Amazon, which I'm really appreciating because it's been very hot and humid here in New Jersey. It is 2 days before my birthday. Very excited to turn another year older, but trying to keep a positive outlook and not slip too deep into the depression. If you do hear my kids very loud in the background, I apologize. I'm in the basement and they are right outside playing Super Mario Kart, so you may hear them fighting or exclaiming in glee. I apologize. So today I'm going to be doing a reaction request from Laura Sassani to Ofra Haza. This is a compilation montage of her melismatic ornamental singing that Laura's put together. So melismatic singing is another way of saying using riffs and runs and ornaments. And you may have heard me refer to this as silulim in Ofra's case because that is the Hebrew word for the same thing. So it means that you're just adding on to the basic bare bones of the melody. So you're using neighboring notes and passing tones and making it much more complex. And it requires a lot of skill because when you're singing a lot of notes, it's harder to stay on pitch and to do it accurately while still maintaining your musicality as well. So it's quite a difficult advanced skill, and it's one that Ofra really displays in a unique fashion because she brings in those scales and melodies from the Middle East and weaves them into her pop music. So she's really an interesting artist to look at for these examples of silulim and melismas. So I'm excited to see what examples we have in this compilation. Let's check it out together. I've not watched any of this before. I may have reviewed some of these songs in their entirety on my channel, but I don't know what clips Laura has included in this video. I will be stopping after each example so that I don't get flagged. And I will put the link to the Uninterrupted video in the description box below. And this is a good opportunity for me to plug. If you want me to react to a specific artist or song, the best way to get me to do that very quickly is to PayPal me. I accept requests for $15 to my PayPal, and I'll put that information in the description box below. Or if you just put in the comments what you want me to react to, I do have a list that I keep, and eventually I get to those as well. But if you want to get bumped to the front of the line, that's a way to get my attention more quickly. Okay, so let's jump right in and check this out. So that was a very, very quick clip. So there is an example of that really quintessential Middle Eastern sound, right? The da. That's a very exotic, foreign sounding scale. That's not your regular major type of scale. And you can hear that it's that da 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 da. That harmonic minor scale, which is very typical of Middle Eastern music. So you can already hear that she's bringing some of that roots and culture into her singing. And she's also using a very, very nice connected tone there. It's very strong, even though it's quite high. So she has that connected chord, very, very nice, clear, connected tone. All right, so here is a great example of something that she does very commonly, which is she'll do these repeated figures, right? So that's very difficult to do, to sing a complicated ornament and then do it over and over again and execute it in the exact same way. And there she gets that little tremble in her voice that, ah, it quite quickly. I'm not doing it as fast as her, but you can hear that it's very complex. She's moving very quickly between those pitches. She's dancing around the main note in the melody and adding a lot of those neighboring notes and doing it with a lot of accuracy over and over again. It's like she's creating these little Lego bricks that she's stacking one after the other of the same ornament over and over again. That requires a lot of control. So this is a great example of two different performances where she's singing the same complicated ornament and doing it exactly the same way, delivering it in that really precise way from performance to performance. You can hear how she really performs every time she nails those ornaments. She never sings a note out of place, which is pretty incredible when you're singing these complicated ornaments, to do it exactly perfect every time. Tell me why. All right, so I'm not going to stop it after every single one because these are quite short clips, so this is going to drive us a little bit nuts if we do it after every clip, but I'm going to let it play a little bit and then I'll respond to some of the little shorter clips. So that was an interesting one because she actually flipped up on the end note, right? She went, what? You kind of heard that flip at the end of the note. So that's another technique that she's displaying, that little flip there that's almost like this yodely flip. It's an interesting stylistic thing that she throws in there. All right, I'm going to pause it there again for a moment. So one thing that I notice about her technique, which is really good, is that she always maintains that really open resonance in her mouth. So a lot of times you'll see pop singers, I'm not going to call anybody out, but there are a lot of pop singers that are modern that use riffs and runs where you'll see them moving their jaw a lot, right? You'll see this when they're like switching pitch. So if they were to do like, you'd see a lot of that unnecessary jaw movement. And you can see with her mouth is actually quite still. She's not moving her jaw a lot. And when she has to alter the shape of her vowels, a lot of that is happening internally with her tongue. So you don't see a lot of changing. She's keeping her vowels pretty pure and everything is staying quite still, even though she's changing pitches very quickly. So it's a sign of her really having good technique, really maintaining that nice open resonance in her face. So those all seem like they were examples from the Montreux Jazz Festival performance. And one thing that I love about these particular clips that Loris has picked is that she's really using a strong connected chest voice. You know, a lot of times we hear that very, very high, light, breathy sounds, that really, really nice, clear head voice sound that she gets. She doesn't use breathy tone that much, but that very, very high, light, kind of clear sound. And here we're really getting an example of that strong connected chest voice, which I think is rarer for her. You know, I mean, I've listened to a lot of her music and she does use that, but a lot of times she's using those really haunting high register notes. And so we're hearing a lot of that power that we don't normally get to hear. A lot of these examples are very strong and powerful and connected in her chest voice.
כל הנשמה
That was very, very beautiful. So the other thing that I will say is that she always looks so relaxed when she's singing, you know, and these are really good examples of that. You never see her straining or pushing, even when she's using that really connected, nice, strong chest voice. So yeah, that was a perfect example of how open she keeps her mouth, right? Everything is really, really nice and round and open, that really, really nice mouth shape. You can see that she's letting all that sound come out. She's keeping a very, very nice resonant shape inside of her face and throat. That was beautiful. You know, even though she's singing with words in that one, it's not just sounds. There's still that really, really ornamental quality. And you can really hear her dynamics, those swells when she gets louder on one tone. You know, she really swells into some of those notes and creates really, really beautiful musical dynamic shapes in her phrasing. I also just love hearing her enunciation of the language, you know, when she like rolls her R's and things. She's got just beautiful diction all around. Very cool. And I appreciate the belly dancing too, you know. she's just so gorgeous, and she's got it all. She's like a triple threat, you know. She's got the beauty, she's got the singing, and then she's got the dancing as well. She's got a great presence. So 10 out of 10, loved it. Very, very cool to hear all of those examples of her exceptional melismas back to back. She really was a master at that type of singing. So I appreciated it very much. Thank you for creating this video, Loris. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and I'll see you guys here next time. If it's a Monday, I'll see you Wednesday. If it's a Wednesday, I'll see you Monday. Until then, take care. And of course, happy singing.